Hello everyone and welcome to the first devlog video of Tranquil Waters. So it will be a very simple and relaxing game with tons of exploration and activities on a group of islands. You as the player will take on the role of a sailor, navigating their boat through peaceful waters while discovering islands and engaging in various activities. I will be looking to incorporate sort of a relaxing style, something like the game called Alba, a wildlife adventure, has managed to do very well, with some twists of course. I will also try to incorporate the poly art style that I absolutely loved from the game Equilinox. But enough chatting about this, let's actually start making something. So the first thing that I did was create the player movement. It wasn't difficult, I just copied and pasted the movement from the previous tutorial project I was working and boom! Oh crap, shit, let's just add this and oh, there we go. Movement. Since we will be on the islands, we obviously need a lot of water, or what others call it, an ocean, right? And now I want to make a special thanks to Felix and everyone who helped me during the stream, because I did not know what the hell I was doing. With their help, I managed to get a very realistic Alright, realistic might be stretching it, but a good starting point for an ocean. We also got this cool looking island which we can shape however we want. After ending the stream, I created a Trello page so that I can keep a close track on the progress and update you guys when needed. The Trello page is public, so you'll be more than welcome to check it out whenever you want. The link is in the description. Next thing I worked on was, of course, water collision, because without it there would be no boat. No boat means no sailor. No sailor means the concept of the game is ruined. So obviously I wanted to at least see if I can get the water collision working as soon as possible, and then later on perfect it and work on it more. I found a great tutorial on YouTube and found out that I need a buoyancy component, and I also need to set something called pontons, which pontons basically describe the balance of the floating object and how it would behave on water. After that, we can just set the mass of the object as much as we want. For example, here you can see that the object is floating and the water is affecting it, but the mass is too low. So if I just increase the mass, it now actually sinks into the water a bit. Remember a minute ago how I mentioned the pontons and how they affect the balance? Well, as you can see here, it is very unbalanced. That is because I basically just eyeballed where the pontons should be. By changing them so that they're all equally spaced out on the cube, we can see that the cube has more balance. And that is basically all I wanted to do for the water collision. Lastly, I implemented an interaction system so that the player will be able to interact with the environment and do various activities. Again, I found a great tutorial on YouTube. However, it was for Unreal Engine 4, so I was a bit worried if there would be any kind of issues since I am currently working in Unreal Engine 5. But no, I have not found any kind of issues with the tutorial. Basically, how it will work, we will have an interface with which every class that we want to interact with will inherit from. This interface will include 3 functions, which all classes that inherit will be able to override. 2 functions will be used for showing/hiding the widget, and 1 function which will be called whenever the player actually wants to interact with the class. Following the tutorial, I created a light switch class, even though it might not have been the best example of what I will be using the interaction system, but whatever. This light switch will of course inherit from the interface, and we can override the functions. In the tick function, which gets called every single frame of the player's class, we can check if our box component, which will be used for interaction, overlaps with any kind of actor. If true, we can try to cast it into the interface class we created, and that will tell us if the actor we are colliding with actually inherits from the interface class or not. Since if the casting fails, then that means that we are colliding with an actor that does not inherit from the interaction interface. If the casting succeeded, however, we can simply set the interface, then when the player actually presses the interact button, which in my project will be the E button, will we actually interact with the actor and then turn on the light switch. So remember, all of this is still in the player's class. Now, the way I'm doing right now, it could cause a problem, and that is if we have multiple interaction actors inside of the box component. The interaction will be called on every single one of them at the same time. One easy way of fixing it is to just calculate the closest actor from the player from all of the actors that are inside of the box component. That way we only interact with the closest actor and not all of them at the same time. And there you go. As you can see, they all work. That is basically all I wanted to do for the interaction system as of now. Thank you so much for watching. I'm actually very happy with the progress that has been made over just 1 week. I'm still learning a ton of new stuff every single day and really do enjoy the process. If you liked this video, make sure to like, and if you didn't like it, make sure to dislike. But most importantly, subscribe. Alright, bye and have fun.